Hey guys, welcome to the Big Fat Chat. This is our friend Wee Dialing Ping. Say hello, Di. You broke up, man. It isn't as funny.
Yeah,
It's sad, Have you got like a noise reduction thing on?
Yes, it's that fucking clap
It was
thing.
either it was either noise reduction or it didn't register your voice was loud enough. It was one of the two. Like.
Right, let's have a look. There's that special. Oh fuck! I need to turn it off.
I'm not going to do it again. That's the one we're going with. We never,
Alright.
we never reshoot the intros. It was nice. It was nice to not be interrupted. And as I was about to say, it was nice to not be interrupted. I got interrupted, but
how do I turn that thing off?
it's just down by where you hang up.
Noise suppression.
Yeah.
Shall I turn it off?
Well, I don't know. It was either that or it didn't register your voice. Either way, it ruined the joke. Like.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Fuck. Sorry. Sorry, team.
I wonder if anybody's not seen this video, the one that we just referred to there. I got the same fucking haircut as that cunt, to be fair, the first one. Say hello, Jamie Lee. Nah, Eli's mate got into hot water with that. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I didn't know the video at that point. So
oh. Yeah, so she's actually disabled, I think. So like people are saying that she's actually disabled, and it's not fair,
right.
which is true.
Yeah.
And to be fair, it wasn't me that took the piss out of her. I took the piss out of the other one. Di took the piss out of the disabled one.
No, I didn't.
I'm fucking disabled. It's allowed, like, you know.
And I am. I'm
yeah,
autistic.
exactly. I'm fat, like, so I can call people fat. It's fine. I call my missus Tubbs all the time.
Do you actually?
Yeah, I do, and she's like 3 times smaller than me. Like,
how does that go for you?
Not very good.
No. My missus is small, and if I called her Tubby, she'd fucking kick my nut in. Well, we're down a couple of people this week, boys.
One's a pussy.
One's a pussy. Well,
2 of them are pussies, actually.
Right. Gravy's in work, apparently.
He's a pussy.
So that's like we can't do anything about that. Trav's off having gender realignment surgery.
Yeah.
So like obviously we hope the best for him, her when she's recovering now, and
she, they, them,
Me, them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We really hope that. What did she say? She's changing her name to? I can't even remember. Tatiana Kerr. So she's obviously she's not going to be here for a couple of weeks because she's going to be recovering from having tits put in and stuff. So send your prayers, and yeah, we've started a Patreon. I haven't. I'm lying. No, I haven't, and I don't think I'm going to. No. The only way I would do it is if it was clearly a joke, but I was taking money anyway. Like you get late access to all the YouTube, all the podcasts. So on Patreon, we release it a week later, and it's cut in half, so you only get the second half.
Yeah,
that's
badly cropped.
That's top tier, yeah, and you don't get to see the thumbnails, and everything's put through like a robot filter.
Or
random words are censored.
Yeah. everything except swear words is censored. And that's £16 a month. So if anybody wants to join the Patreon, it's over there. £16 a month for a worse experience. Enjoy.
I reckon you should do it.
I don't know, man. Do you know what? I wouldn't mind if I felt like we were given enough. If I felt like the podcasts were weekly and we were like really engaged with people, like we are. To be fair, I'm quite engaging with the people that are engaging with the podcast. But apart from that, they're luck. Well, this is the second one in 2021, and we're 5 months in. Do you know what I mean?
Well, this is the second one in 2 weeks.
It's the second one in.
That's an half glass, half full fucking situation, though.
Yeah, do you know if we were given podcasts regularly and we were being really good at it, and they were consistent, then I would think about maybe doing a Patreon and giving people back. But like, we can't even give them the basic product at the moment.
No,
fuck me. We can't even give them the podcast. So like, doing a Patreon would be just cheeky.
Well, we're doing better in the last 2 weeks than we've ever done.
I don't know about ever because I did a long stint of never missing one. But
yeah, you did. I didn't.
Yeah, you're shit.
I am sure.
I think
I'm better.
We've had 4 or 5 in a row with you, I think.
Yeah.
And the Tea with the Boys one went 7 or 8, I think. And then
Oh, that's not
me
bad.
individually, I did it for a long time. I did like months. Because even when you weren't turning up, I was like, fuck it, I'll talk about fucking Santa and Coca-Cola. And I did that. And
Nice.
I did. I released a paedophile podcast just on Soundcloud, and I can't fucking find it anymore. Because I stopped paying for it.
Probably
I think
been
they've just
removed.
maybe they didn't give me any warning though. They started putting ads on SoundCloud. When did that happen?
I've never used SoundCloud.
I listened to some. I for some reason I went back and listened to my old album yesterday, and it was still shit. Weirdly, I thought something may change, but no, it didn't. And I was listening to it with hatred, but also every 2 songs I had to listen to a fucking advert as well
What, on your own songs?
on my own songs. Yeah.
That always used to happen to me on YouTube. And not that I'm saying that I used to watch my own videos,
I watch my own shit all the time.
but it would be like, well, I've got to like watch an advert to watch my own video. So am I technically like
Paying
paying
yourself,
myself?
self-employed. Like.
Yeah, like really like a really bad wage though,
A really shit wedge, yeah.
because it would be like, yeah, not even pennies.
pennies.
I still get the occasional payment every now and then from Full Screen.
Do you?
Yeah, like 100 quid turns up like every month or every 2 months. And I'm like, oh,
That's not bad.
that's cool. No, it's alright.
Do you have to like legally? Do you have to think that for tax, or does it get taxed before it comes to you?
It gets taxed before it comes.
Is this, or it's just bare cash? Like,
Yeah, pretty much.
do you know how much?
You hope so, anyway. Like
My the entirety of my of my YouTube earnings was £1.79 over 2 payments.
Well, I remember when me and Shafe did that tampon girl video.
The what's it called?
Where she had the tampon.
Yeah. What was it? What was the name of the series though?
The gag reflex.
Gag reflex.
Well, the first one, which was the full video,
Oh, I just clipped. Yeah, go on.
within a couple of days, it ended up like at 6 million, 7 million views.
Didn't you lose it? Didn't it get taken down?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've lost about, with videos that have been removed, about 30 million views.
How much would that equate to in poundage?
hang on.
Well, it doesn't equate to like a loss in revenue because the revenue's already been paid out, doesn't it? See?
Oh, does it?
So what you do is you lose the
Just the
views.
counters, yeah.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Which
That
is-
is.
shit like.
I was looking back at our video, the one that we did playing H1Z1.
Oh, it was good, wasn't it?
And we were doing live, and I was watching the 2 Girls 1 Cup on it. On the second episode, I spewed my fucking ring up like on live.
They were good then, the gag reflex videos.
I was only ever in one because I was new then. I was a bad man.
We did some on Skype, didn't we? That weren't recorded at all.
It was so fucking... Yeah, well, after we recorded that one, we kept on going, didn't we? We tried looking for like another episode. What's going on?
Sea Boils one, there were a few. I think there was about 6. I think a lot of them got removed.
Yeah, because you showed the actual videos of it initially, didn't you?
Well, there's one of a nun shitting in a in a priest's mouth.
I saw that one.
And I was like, I didn't put the full video up, but I put a very like subtle Gaussian blur over it, which didn't which hid fuck all. You could still see that she was still shiting in his mouth like
a stylistic Gaussian blur.
Yeah.
I miss the olden days of YouTube. Like, you can't get away with much these days now.
No, I don't think I've got, and I don't know where, because I was pretty sure that like 100% of my videos have all been demonetized.
Yeah.
So I don't know where the fuck this revenue's coming from.
You may just have that one video that's doing all right, and you don't swear at all.
Yeah, but you know the mad thing, I don't know if we brought this up in the past. Can you remember? They brought out a new criteria, so no swearing.
Yeah, it's fucking nuts.
No violence, no talking about war. There were multiple aspects that could get you demonetized, right? So I
have
made
you got
sure
a fucking cock in your mouth or something?
No, I'm eating rainbow tornadoes.
Nice.
Hey,
I just
all the
haven't-
fucking E numbers.
So basically, this particular video, I'd put Manhunt 2 footage
I remember, man.
of me like cutting people's heads off. My swear count was at like over the thousands. It was just the most fucking vile video ever. And that only got demonetized last year.
It's part of the thing is though, like when you think about the data that company has to like fucking go through daily, even with algorithms, it can't. It must have a backlog. There must be more uploads than they are able to go through it fast enough. Like, do you know what I mean?
Well, what they've done now is it's all. Well, you remember years ago with the copyright, so fucking hell, I just swallowed one of my fucking things. It would match like music, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it still does that.
So it's all based on algorithms and shit like that. So which
Yeah.
is a lot of what these fucking things are doing now is like picking out swear words and is this appropriate and is that appropriate?
It
But
actually,
you know the fucking mad thing?
yeah,
There was one of my fucking videos and I was humming a fucking song.
they've started. Yeah, that's
They
not.
claimed the fucking Sony claimed it, the cunts.
I don't think they have a leg to stand on then, do they? Because all you're doing is using
No.
a melody. Like a melody can't be copyrighted, I don't think.
Yeah, and I was like, Rubik's will bear me out of this. You know, the cat like Die is like really out of tune when it comes to singing. And never sings in time. His timing's well off. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I always remember Rubik saying, when you singers die, it's just the most awkward thing ever because like your fucking timing is off, your intonation's off. You don't sing at the right fucking spot, so it ends up throwing the whole song. So the fact that I'm fucking humming something which probably didn't sound anything like the original, how that can get fucking demonetized by an algorithm is astounding.
The thing is, it's Google that's like the pioneer of that software as well. It's Google that are at the forefront of, because if you speak to Google Assistant, you can say, "Oh, what's that song that goes?" And then
Siri can do that, man. What are you doing that for?
Smith Siri is by far the very,
Shazam.
very, very, very worst digital assistant that exists. They need a fucking. They just need to fucking wipe it off the face of the earth and start again. Don't ever use the name Siri ever again.
No.
Amazon Alexa, I get a little bit fed up with, but she's all right. Google's decent, and then Siri is just a pile of fucking mess.
Have you changed to all the different languages?
I haven't got a different language. I've got an Irish accent though.
Yeah, you can have like Pakistani, you can have like Irish.
It's like on my way to Miller and Carter. Yeah, I fucking hate Siri. That's one of the big reasons I fucking despise Apple. I don't mind the anything else, but just Siri as a, because I use Siri a lot because I don't use my phone when I'm driving anymore. I actually like legitimately do my best to text or whatever through my mouth.
Why don't you get an Apple Watch then?
For what?
Well, what do you use it for in the car?
What I text with my phone?
Yeah.
Yeah, so what the fuck do I need to buy a watch for?
You said you were in the car.
Yes,
Right, so what would you do in the car? Would you listen to music?
I listen to music, yeah.
Right, so the good thing with your Apple Watch is it syncs to your phone, and then your phone is Bluetooth then into the car.
Yeah.
So I'm going to fucking pick your phone up. You can just fucking speak to your watch and do it.
I don't pick my phone up. That's what I'm telling you.
But Hey Siri is shit.
But it's the same shit under the bonnet. All I'd be doing is spending 400 quid to talk to my fucking hand instead of my dashboard.
Too much delay.
You're adding more delay.
You're not. It's quicker.
It's not, man.
It is. I'm telling
No,
you
it's
it
not.
is. I've tried and tested this.
You're talking shit now.
It's not.
You just told me to spend 400 quid to make my life harder.
No, it won't make your life harder. I'm telling you.
It does.
You've never done it.
Or it will not impact my life at all.
It's easy now. I can get into the car. I am going to go going, hey Siri. Yeah, boop, boop, boop. That's all I'm going to do is push and hold my crown. Not on my head now, on the watch. and just ask her to play something, and it does it pretty flawlessly.
Mate, it's the fucking same thing. So instead of going, hey Siri, you double press your crown, but then the fucking...
No, don't double press it, push and hold it.
Well, that's just... okay, well, that's the same thing.
And you can also pay.
In fact, you need to take your hands off the fucking steering wheel.
No, don't. Only one.
So you have to take your hands off the steering wheel?
Well, only if you're in a 10 till 2 position, but if you're a fucking 12 till 12, then that's all
Who
you gotta
drives
do,
like a
isn't it?
12 to 12?
Well, stretch your finger across.
Who drives a 12 to 12?
The old people?
12 to 12?
Yeah. But it wouldn't be 12 till 12.
12
then.
I was going to say no, 12 to 12.
12 o'clock.
I was going to say no.
12 o'clock. Yeah, 12 till 12.
12 to 12,
No,
you're still actually a
it's 12.
distance away, you just got really long thumbs.
I just think you should go one.
I'm not going to, because what you just said is stupid.
No.
So
I disagree.
instead of me... So to avoid using my voice when using a voice-controlled AI, I should buy a crown and then talk to it anyway. But the only reason I'm buying a watch is to avoid saying, hey Siri, even though I have to speak the actions afterwards anyway.
I find the Hey Siri process really irritating.
I would also
Because-
find doing exactly the same thing,
But it's
but
not.
spending £400 more to do it, really annoying as well.
Yeah, but we're not just looking at... That's just one element of functionality, isn't it?
But the other stuff I don't care about. In fact, no, actually, the one thing I do care about is the fact that it can unlock your phone now without taking your mask off. That's one thing that
Well-
I would really like. But
Yeah, but
again,
they're doing the mask things now next month. You're not going to have to wear them.
yeah, again, £400 for that. Like, I can't see value in spending... Well, how much are they? Are they 400 quid?
About 329 now.
For a shit one.
That's pretty precise, mate.
Yeah, roughly $329.99
I'm gonna
with monthly
actually
payments of
Google it now.
$27.62.
Let me Google it.
300 quid that I don't have for something that I don't want, essentially, then, isn't it?
Well, all right. Fucking hell, Corby.
I'm not. I'm just saying, you heard my problem, and you offered a really expensive, worse solution.
Well, for you.
Have you ever lost your phone, Dan, and you don't know where it is?
Aye, and you can fucking ping it, Dan. You can ping
And
it.
then you ping it, Dan, yeah.
I can do that.
Yeah.
I could do that with a £99 Fitbit.
No, you can't.
Yes, you
No.
can.
No, you can't.
But you
And I
definitely can.
guess-
No, you can't.
But
Right, you're that ping.
but
You're that ping.
my missus does it all the time, so yeah, you can.
No, she doesn't.
Yeah, she does.
No.
You're not pinging it, boys.
I can.
You can get
I
a
can't.
Series 3. Look, you can get a Series 3 for £200, Dan.
Series 3, so I'm buying an old...
You know, yeah. Is this gravy bad?
I was going to say no.
Dan.
Oh, what am I going to pair it with? My iPhone fucking 4.
It'll still work.
No, mate, I don't like things that... Like, you're
And
offering a
it's
solution that
waterproof.
makes things slower and worse. What good is that to me?
Look, if I do Hey Siri now, I've got to wait for the bitch to fucking open up and then beep for me to talk to her, then for her to fucking do it. It's just...
Wait.
It's the same thing!
No, with fucking Alexa. Shut up, Alexa.
Hey, Siri.
Hey Siri,
Done,
yeah.
mate, it's ready. She's listening. Like, what's the problem?
There's too much of a delay.
That
I'll do
is-
it again now. Hey Siri, play a fart sound.
This is not thing with your watch, though. That's Siri being terrible.
But you missed that then.
I know, I hear... I didn't hear the fart, but I heard that she was saying something. But, like, Siri's just generally shit. But, like, what you're saying is... Buy... What's the fucking Series 3? That must be, like, 3 or 4 years old, no?
Yeah, yeah.
And they don't
Series
age...
6 next later.
They really don't age very well, those watches.
Yeah, they do. They,
Two
they're not-
generations.
Yeah, there's not a massively significant difference between a 3 and the current.
Isn't it?
There's a screen size and everything. Don't
If-
fucking lie now.
Shut up.
If
Don't
I...
get about
I tell you
2
what,
mil.
then. What have you got? Gen what? Series what?
6.
Alright, I'll go and buy a Series 3.
Yeah,
I'll give you the Series 3. You give me the 6.
yeah.
And then we'll be happy days. So
All right.
basically, I've had a Series 6 for 200 quid then. And they're not...
Well,
there isn't much difference anyway, is there?
That's stupid, isn't it?
How?
Because I've already paid for the Series 6, so fuck you. That's a really shit deal, that is.
Well, yeah, it would be a shit deal in general.
Yeah, but if Dan fell down with a Series 3, they're not going to phone the police for him.
No, that's true. That's true.
If what?
If you fell over with the Series 3, they wouldn't phone the police.
Yeah, exactly. If
But they will. If me and Rubik's fall over, then they'll phone the police for us.
They won't phone the police for me, but I had to knock it all off because I kept having these random things to say and I was having an heart attack.
when you're just walking up the stairs.
Well, I was doing some extracurricular activities.
Yeah,
like,
of course.
Yeah, but it would be like, fuck me, mate, your heartbeat's like 170. You might want to, like, fucking go to the toilet.
Stop exercising immediately.
I'm not. I just woke up. I'm only putting my fucking socks on.
Does it phone the dentist if you got like tooth problems?
I know, I should do, shouldn't I? Yeah.
I got either a wisdom tooth or an abscess coming, or like one of the two. I don't know which one. Could it sense that and text my dentist, be like, make an appointment, mate?
Hello, Dan. You have an appointment at 2:30.
It says
Did you see what I just did?
Yeah,
Did you see what I just did?
I did.
What did I do?
2:30.
Tooth hurty.
Yeah, I know, mate.
Ah, yeah.
I had that in a Christmas cracker when I was about fucking 8.
Ah,
I did, Dan. Does nothing to do with Christmas. I'm lying. I'm sorry.
Good year that. Good year that.
I didn't hear it first of all, but when you said it, I was like, oh no, I know this one.
Yeah.
I didn't actually get it. Did you vote, boys?
No.
I did.
I didn't because of I was in work all day, and they should I should have just said I want to go and vote, and then they have to let me, but I didn't, and I'm a little bit filled with regret. Why didn't you vote, Di? Why?
Because the country's going to be fucked anyway.
Yeah, but
So,
I mean that's like saying there's a tsunami coming. I might as well open all the doors, or like. Do you know what I mean?
No, it's not. It's not. I don't want to be any part of a fuck up.
But you are by not voting, surely
No,
not.
I'm not.
Yeah.
No.
Because that's a vote for the opposition. Like.
Yeah, that's a vote for the person that you didn't want in.
No, I'm a man, free man of the land.
So you just didn't. You chose not to vote.
I'll be honest. I couldn't be asked to go and vote.
Well,
Okay.
don't moan now when your fucking gyms are closed and you fucking shit because you could have fixed
Oh, they
it.
can't close his gym, but the garage. That garage is open all year round.
Yeah.
Who could have fixed that? Who? You tell me who.
I don't know, mate. I didn't look into the garage closure of anybody's.
Not garage closure. Now we're talking about who you'd have voted for.
I would have kept thinking, so you'd have closed.
Well,
That's
but he
because
was
I want everywhere to close because I want another fucking holiday.
Yeah, but you were part of the problem, see?
How am I part of the problem?
Because conservatives are just bummers.
I didn't vote. It wouldn't be Conservatives. It's fucking
Who
it's
voted for that?
It's Drakeford in fucking Wales. You twat.
Oh, is it?
That's Llafur.
Fucking hell, I'm gutted I never voted. I would have voted that cunt straight out.
Would you?
Yeah.
Why?
He's a fucking pedo daddy.
Yeah, he is a pedo. To be fair, he is a pedo. He is a pedo daddy. But like, I don't know. Can you be blamed for the actions of someone else? And I don't know. I suppose. I don't like that idea. That's like, no, I don't like that idea.
I had a text off my friend yesterday and trying to find it out. So his brother took him for a COVID jab. And then on the way back, I went to McDonald's. They started arguing about who he's going to fucking vote for it, right? So it turned out he didn't like who I was voting for, so he kicked me out, kicked off, telling me I should be Plaid Cymru. To which I told him he doesn't care about me voting, he only cares who I vote for. He wants me to vote for, and he can fuck off. So he chucked me out. He chucked me out of his car, so I left him a gift to remember. So I threw my fucking McDonald's all over his face. He's got to be cleaning that all afternoon now. And like, how can you argue over that? Like,
yeah, that's the thing is though. It's really like touchy for some people, isn't it? Because it's a big deal, like. Especially now after the year we've had, it's like some people solely blame the government for like losing their businesses and like fucking losing their jobs and whatever.
Yeah, these two working hard, but I think it's because they haven't had a break.
They never had any time off because they've been still working. Like, yeah, that's what.
Yeah, but like people have lost their businesses because of a fucking shit show. Should we have ever gone into a lockdown? No.
Oh, what do you know about
But
viruses?
you don't. That's the thing. That's the thing. You don't know, do you? Like, could that have? If it saved thousands of lives that are alive now but wouldn't have been, Isn't that a good thing? Like, I don't know. I don't really know. Like, all I can go off is what I'm told, isn't it?
All right. Let me rephrase it then, right? So the first lockdown, when it was an unknown quantity, fair enough, right?
3 weeks, but that's what you told me. I remember it.
Right. Second one, totally fucking unneeded, right?
Definitely.
COVID's going to be around for fucking ever now. Unless they can find something that'll eradicate it, which they won't, because it's going to keep fucking mutating.
They weren't trying to get rid of it, though. They were trying to stop the hospitals from being overrun. That was the idea.
And they never had been.
Well, you can say that, but like, it depends who you're listening to, doesn't it?
Well, I've spoken to multiple people who work in fucking hospitals and work in front line, and they're like, well, they've built all these extra hospitals around, and there's no cunt in them.
Yeah, but they also didn't have staff to fucking thing them either.
Well,
I'd start to build them, wouldn't they?
Yeah, exactly.
Get out of my fucking podcast now. I'm not. We disagree.
You would have a McDonald's.
We
to your
disagree.
fucking face.
We disagree on something. Get out!
We cannot be friends anymore.
Get out! Sorry, everybody's ears. I've clipped about fucking 8 times today already. That hurt my mouth. That did. Fuck me.
I don't know. COVID's always going to be around now. It's just going to mutate.
Yeah, it will be. It will be.
Like fucking flu.
I think that is the idea. Do you see the flu's gone down though?
Well,
Hey.
surprisingly, yeah.
Yeah, but it isn't surprisingly though. Like,
It is.
because for the first year in the last 4 years, I didn't have norovirus over Christmas this year. So
No,
like,
'cause
I wasn't ill.
Do you think it's like a fucking virus fight club? Like a Mortal
No, but what I'm
Kombat.
saying is the fact that I was in contact with less people because of a lockdown, I didn't become ill like I have done the last
No,
4 or 5
that's
years.
not practical, is it?
Yeah, but
No,
your
it is.
hygiene's better.
It definitely isn't. Oh, I stopped looking after myself so bad.
COVID-19 wins fatality.
In lockdown, I stopped looking after myself so badly, like personally.
I've probably never been so clean, to be honest.
Have you?
Yeah.
I did the opposite. I stopped brushing my teeth and shit. That's why
That's
I
only
got
because you
fucking
go out
abscess.
off your fucking tits and fell asleep in the bathroom.
Hey.
Yeah.
I fucking no. I can't say that I looked after myself at all. Oh, boys, I'm not recording.
Fuck off.
Yeah, I'm only joking.
Ah.
Yeah,
Talking
no.
about falling asleep in a bath, right? My mother fucking rang me about just before lockdown. My father had gone out with his mates from work. Come home absolutely fucking pissed. So drunk, went for a piss, fell in the bath backwards.
Nice.
She couldn't get him out of the bath. She was trying to ring me to go down and get him out of the bath. Couldn't get any answer because I was sleeping. She fucking left him there.
She
He
left
woke
him
up the
there
next morning. She left him in the bath.
with water in it. Or...
Oh, no. It was an empty bath, like.
Awesome. Did you get him a blanket, though?
No.
That's fucking slay.
I've fallen asleep on a bog after having a shit before.
Oh,
I was
holy
pissed
shit.
up.
See? I'll do it anyway because I don't care. I'll probably go to jail one day. I dropped these 2 ecstasies for a charity gig once, and
For a charity gig.
for a charity gig with a guy who's now dead. He had a brain tumor, and his photos of me in his posh restaurant cut in my ecstasy pill up, because I thought it was cool. Anyway, that night I fucking fell asleep in a bog and I shat everywhere.
Yeah, did it dry up then? Or?
Oh yeah, but
Yeah.
I fell off the bog. It was just shit everywhere. Like...
I didn't fall off. I literally just fell asleep in my own lap, and then I woke up and it had just cemented, and I had to do some daring removals to get it off. I was fucked. I was buzzing. Speaking of Mortal Kombat, though,
Yeah.
I watched it the other day.
I ate it, mate.
Did you actually? Like, everybody's
Yeah.
saying that they thought it was shit. I thought it was okay.
I think it was a rushed piece of fucking mess.
Why?
Because there wasn't, like, a lot of character development. I didn't really give 2 fucks for any of the characters. The main character of Cole, never heard of him. Didn't really care about him, to be honest.
Yeah,
Um,
I'll agree with that. To be fair, there might be spoilers if you
Shang
haven't seen Mortal Kombat. There may be spoilers coming up. Yeah, go.
Yeah. Shang Tsung, one of the best fucking villains in all of gaming history.
He was a little bit naff. I'll give you that as well.
they nuked fuck out of him. They didn't even like venture into what a lot of his qualities are.
Do you know why I think that is though? I feel like they're lining up for like trilogy rather than.
I get that, but see, like, to line something up, it has to be like there has to be a substantial amount of stuff there to keep you fucking interested.
You can oversaturate a character then, though, can't you? Like,
Yeah,
but there wasn't any fucking. There was hardly any character development. Man.
yeah, but you think about it. The biggest story in Mortal Kombat is the Sub-Zero Scorpion story, isn't it? Like that's the biggest like.
Yeah, but that wasn't even a substantial. There wasn't even a substantial arc with that in it. That was thrown by the wayside.
Was it? Do you think? Well,
yeah, because I mean, like, obviously you're anticipating them coming head to head, but for a big chunk of the fucking movie, you're like, well,
that last fight was fun. I feel like they showed too much of it in the trailers, though.
Yes,
the cool bit, like a lot of the cool bits where he fucking stabs him and then freezes the blood, like gets the blood and freezes it, and then fucking flings him through that eye. That's cool as fuck. I feel like they shouldn't have shown that in the trailer. I feel like that would have been cool to see first time when you're watching the film.
Yeah, I think they nuked. They fucking nuked fucking the Zorro. Not Zorro, fucking hell.
Goro.
Zorro's not Zorro. Goro. But he was as fucking shit as fucking Zorro was anyway. Like he was nerfed the fuck. My favourite character in it was fucking Kano.
Kano's character was cool, was good.
Yeah, he was good.
But it was I really liked Cabal, but what the fuck did they do with his voice? That's not Cabal's voice, is it? He doesn't talk like a fucking New Yorker.
No.
His look was amazing. As soon as I saw him, I was like, that's cool as fuck.
Yeah.
My biggest issue was no Katana, man. You can't just have Melina without her.
I think she's coming later though, isn't she?
Yeah.
Is she?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, but you're never going to see a sister spoiler, like, you know, you're not going to see us together.
Spoiler.
It's a really tricky one when you try to like make a game movie.
The truth is, now everything that you've just said there is a fair point. So like, I can't argue with it.
Yeah.
But for me, I still don't think it was like, oh, that fucking film was terrible. I still enjoyed it.
Oh no. I mean, like, there's rumours there was a Street Fighter film done once and it was supposed to be terrible. I'm not even sure because I don't believe it ever happened. But, you know,
it is shit.
No, it never happened, man.
Didn't happen. Jean-Claude Van Who?
Who? Yeah, exactly. Kylie, a singer. You know, I don't know. But,
fuck, she was in that as well, wasn't she?
Yeah, she was, man. Yeah. It was so bad.
You think about it. Think about that cast, though. That's like that's a crazy action film cast. Like, because what's his name's in it as well? Who's the bad guy?
He's
fucking
Gomez from
Rujolia.
Yeah, that's one. Gomez, isn't it? From Adam's Family.
So many fucking people in it, like from that era, from like the 90s era.
There's two game adaptations that I refuse were ever made, and that's Super Mario and fucking Street Fighter. And I don't care what anybody says. They never ever happened. Like.
Who the fuck thought that Mario's film was like, yeah, no, this is gonna be a good idea, this. Like, I reckon you could do it now with like a Disney Pixar DreamWorks type of style.
Yeah. Sonic's done it now, man.
You could
Sonic
smash
was really
that.
good.
Sonic was good. I gotta go for the piss. I'm gonna piss myself. Be back now.
I haven't seen the new Sonic.
Have you not? It's really good, man. And they listen to the fans by changing him and shit.
Yeah, because the first draft was rough as fuck.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, he's terrible, man.
Tails is in the new one, isn't he?
He is, yeah.
They've released the trailer. I haven't seen the trailer yet either, but I think that bit of casting with Jim Carrey is class.
He's really good. It's eccentric. He's really eccentric.
Because he was off the face of the earth before that, wasn't he? Really? Because did he do that that Apple TV special? What was that?
Oh, Kiddin. Is that what you're about?
Kiddin. Yeah.
It's not Apple TV, but yeah.
What is it?
HBO or something.
Oh. I thought it was. I thought it was on Apple TV.
I started season 2 a few weeks ago. I forgot about it.
Oh,
Have you seen it? Yeah.
No.
Oh man, it's really dark. Like it's.
What is it? He's a TV show presenter. Give me a quick 2-minute blurb on it.
TV show presenter, a kids TV show presenter,
Yeah.
Mr. Pickles. He's loved by everyone, but his son died. So he's got all this turmoil and he hates life, man. His missus wants to leave him. But he got to put on this like fake persona to be fucking Mr. Pickles, like.
So like he's
So it's in a conflict kind of thing, and it's dark in our way. The way he's dealing with shit, not dark things happening. Like
yeah.
What are you talking about?
Kidding with Jim Carrey. You ever seen that?
Who was that?
Kidding with Jim Carrey in it. He plays like a fucking TV show, a kids TV presenter.
Oh yeah. He's based on fucking Mr. fucking.
No, you're talking about the Tom Hanks film, you are.
Oh right, okay. Fucking ignore that.
Hello, neighbor. Him,
Oh yes, Mr. fucking.
Mr. Pedo. What the?
Yeah,
What was his name? Hello, neighbor.
Is that what you're about?
Who?
No. Kiwi Herman! Hey!
No.
I know.
Hello, neighbor. Tom Hanks. It was called A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. What the fuck's his name though? Oh, Mr. Rogers.
That's it.
Oh
Mr.
yeah,
Rogers.
yeah.
Hello, neighbor. That's meant to be really good as well. I've started to dislike Tom Hanks recently, though.
No, you can't ban. Why?
I don't know.
Rumour is he's a pedo. I'm not saying.
Do you know? There's because there is underlying things that he's a bit of a fucking fiddler. But you know, did you see his face when fucking Ricky Gervais was doing those jokes?
Was Ricky Gervais funny?
I think so,
I can't stand him.
mate. Like he's taking the piss out of like elites. He's not like victimizing people that are like fucking victims. They're like, I don't know. I just think it's funny that they.
Oh, well.
They're
Do you think these are intellects, these elites, man? They got managers, they do the thinking for them.
I don't think they're the elect. I don't think they're no, but I think that like if you're living a certain life, you shouldn't be preaching to other people about how you live, how to. Do you know what I mean? I feel like Ricky Gervais is on to something when he's saying like you can't preach
but he's
to
also
anybody.
one of these people. Like,
Mm,
you think he's living like a fucking in a terraced house?
he doesn't. No, but he's also not preaching it. He's literally like he's the opposite. He's saying that like I'm in a position of thing, and like my opinion doesn't really matter about the struggles of life. Do you know what I mean? Like,
I know, but he's still telling you he's rich, only you
well, he is. He's rich as fuck. Afterlife 3's being filmed.
Yeah, I like the second series.
I was worried about the second season. I was worried about it, and I was like, that he's gonna wreck it. But I thought it was all right.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was good. It was.
It's still like upon second viewing, I felt a bit more. Oh, poor me. But like, which I didn't notice in the first one, like the first watch of them both. Like I'm just a bit like, oh, get over it, you dull cunt. The second time watching it. But apart from that, like I think the characters are just really good in it. I think it's really funny.
He's a very clever writer, isn't he?
He is, yeah.
Yeah,
And he's a good actor. I think he smashed it out of the park acting in that as well.
Yeah.
yeah, that is good.
But it is ever so slightly poor me.
It is, yeah.
Oh
yeah.
yeah. Of course it is.
Fully understandable because it's about your fucking missus dying with cancer.
Yeah, but it wasn't sudden, mate, didn't it? You know, fuck,
Yeah. Like, get over it.
Like, I have a close family member whose husband died. She married like within a couple of months because like one was dying for 2 years. Like, so,
I mean, that's a bit rough.
he's his friend. It's alright, man. Oh man,
That is rough.
People go well know the fuck I'm on about. Like,
That's rough as fuck.
that's me not getting a Christmas card.
Yeah, no, that is rough. But like at the same time, like I think you wouldn't beat yourself up about it for that long, would you? Or would you? I don't know.
I don't know. Well, like I said, with my cousin, man, she didn't even cry in the funeral because like she's already seen that's got the past part where he's dead anyway. He was dead for a couple of months.
Yeah.
So that's gone. It's like a relief, like kind of thing that they've passed.
I get that.
Well, when you look at it, like, say for argument's sake, you've got these couples who've been together for, like, 50 years. Yeah?
Yeah.
And then one of them dies. Now, like, there's fucking hell. For the most of your life has been under those set of circumstances with that individual, isn't it?
Yeah.
So every familiarity aspect is with them. Now,
Imagine the freedom. It's fucking beautiful.
Well, yeah, but a lot of people do get that. No, yeah, but a lot of people do. But there's also some people who don't, and they're like,
I feel like most people would miss it. Like, do you know what I mean?
oh yeah,
I'd miss the food. I'd have to cook for myself and shit. I don't think I could do that.
Fucking hell.
Oh. He died not long after his missus. Yeah, he couldn't cook a fuck all day. He starved to death. Yeah, it wasn't a heartbreak.
it's fucking starvation.
It could get sold as that, though. Oh, I feel really bad for Rubik's. It was Zoe left abruptly, and poor Rubik's he just stopped eating because he was so heartbroken.
That's what,
I went over his house. There was nothing in his fridges. The cooker didn't look like it had been.
half eaten fucking dried pot noodles. He couldn't even use a fucking kettle.
The poor man just died of a broken heart, and then they bury you together because you could fit in the same coffin because you had nothing left of you because you were so fucking skinny. That'd be. Well, I was about to say that'd be funny, but no.
I'm going to tell Zoe this later, man. I'm going to be like, people are going to think I die of heartbreak after you're gone. But
Yeah, I'll text her now. Do you want me to leave it on your? Do you want me to leave it on your Amazon Alexa? Zoe.
Yeah.
There was a time when I had my Amazon Alexa first. I was literally doing that to everybody. Just like I was one of the girls in work's got a fucking like at the time she was maybe like 5 or 6, and I was shouting the kid's name, Khaleesi. Tell your mother I want to sniff her knickers, and then she'd fucking run off and tell her mother. That was funny.
The kid's name was Khaleesi.
Yeah.
Oh fuck me, man.
No, because I had a big falling out with her about that, so I'm not going to go into that. I was told that I wasn't a very nice person because I brought up the fact that, yeah. So we get on like a house on fire now, though. We get on like a whole town on fire from Dragonfire.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert, yeah. That kid is named after a fucking murderous, incestuous fucking dickhead.
It was before.
She became that.
Of course it was before. I hope it was before that.
I don't know how because I haven't watched Game of Thrones, but like I assume she was a nicer character when she chose that name. Maybe.
Oh yeah, man.
It was a really, do you know, it's a fucking nuts growth on that name though over that time. Like the amount of people that call their kids that. It was like one of the top in whatever fucking, I don't know how they look at that, like registrations, is it? Like they read the registrations of names.
This whole thing is fucking. I tell you what, we never see anymore now, like kids' names, like Neville, like.
Yeah, but that's good.
Yeah, no, but like no, Neville, Gary, you don't get any of these anymore. Do you? Like fucking.
It comes and goes in waves, doesn't it? Like, because when you're growing up, you know.
Yeah, really though, is Neville ever gonna come back?
We don't know, do we? Flares came back.
Yeah, but we're talking a little bit of a different level here now of Neville, like.
Yeah, but you're also talking about a different fucking level of kids coming up.
The level of Neville.
You think of kids coming up now. You think of the kids coming up now. They're fucking doolally tapped.
That's a cool name, that is actually.
Neville will be a fucking female name before you know it now.
This is my son, Doolally Tap. He is bonkers.
He's gender fluid until he decides his own gender. Fuck off. And
that's better than my drag race name, that is.
What was your drag race name?
Evelyn Wagon Wheel. Eleanor Wagon Wheel.
Ooh?
Eleanor Wagon Wheel.
Eleanor Wagon Wheel. What was it? Something about chocolate, eating chocolate. I can't remember.
Last thing you ate for the
grandmother. First name and the last chocolate or sweet you ate.
Eva Nutrigrain.
Isa Twirl, but hey.
That's a good one. I like that one.
If I did mine again today, it would still be Eleanor Wagon Wheel because I haven't long eaten a wagon wheel.
I love a wagon wheel.
Häagen-Dazs.
Yeah.
What is that? Is that the ice cream that you eat? Häagen-Dazs.
I haven't had ice cream for about 9 months.
Good.
Remember the
Let the rest of the world have some.
That was fucking a massive addiction, that was.
Stupid. The amount of fucking money I was spending weekly on fucking ice cream is ridiculous. There's me going, I spent fucking 10 years to get a new PC. I could have bought a new PC out of fucking ice cream money, man. in 3 weeks.
And I love that you probably done nothing with that new PC that you couldn't have done with your old one.
No, nothing really at all.
You are enjoying your Photoshop like little adventure though, which is good.
Yeah, I'm gonna start playing about with a little bit of Blender as well.
I don't think that I've ever seen you like as excited over a space of time as you were about Photoshop.
I know, I love it.
I had
love
I had maybe 6 or 7 phone calls off you over like a 2-week period of you explaining to me things like that you could do with Photoshop
I know.
that
It's
I've
fucking amazing.
that I've known for many moons.
Yeah, I
He's the
I
guy.
love the fact that he just let me carry on with
Yeah,
it.
he's like, I got this picture, right? And I can cut around the picture and I can take that picture and put it on a different picture. This guy can fucking
question-
blur.
The question is, are you using your raise tool or are you fucking masking it out?
Oh, masking, I don't do that.
Oh, look at him go, boys.
I don't do any destructive editing anymore, Rube.
Oh,
Oh, you love fucking you should get into node editing and like some sort of node compositing like Fusion or something.
Yeah.
Nothing is destructive. Beautiful it is.
Oh, I love it. I love masking. It's fucking brilliant.
it took me years to start masking because I was just like,
Yeah, when I first started doing it.
erase it.
Yeah, so it takes a while to get your head around it, doesn't it? It's just like, oh, no, fuck off. It's just easier for me to do a race.
So if you erase,
Yeah.
you actually like raster in the
Yeah, it's gone.
erasing.
But with a mask, you just burn it with, you blacken it out. don't
Why
you?
would that ever be a better option than masking?
What?
It-
Delete?
it-
There's certain things that the deletion of it is still certain things that you do. You are better off deleting.
Like what?
Let's say, for argument's sake, you only want to utilize a small aspect of an image.
Yeah.
There's no point in really masking that out.
Why?
Better off making it smaller, because otherwise, when it comes to editing it, you're still editing a fucking full canvas sized piece, and it becomes a bit of a ball ache.
It doesn't compute that though if you've masked it out.
Yeah, it does.
It doesn't.
With certain things, it does. Say, for argument's sake, I want to fucking head swap somebody,
Yeah.
right? And there's a very small aspect of the head out of a very, like a much bigger picture.
Yeah.
And you're better off
crop to the head, then mask around the head.
crop to the head and then mask. So essentially, you destroying aspects of the image.
Oh,
and then
you've still got like the frames there, haven't you? Okay, I get you.
talking about, if you want to like rotate the fucking head on its axis, then it's if it's still over like a fucking 1080 canvas, for example, then you're rotating fuck out of everything. I don't know. It's just not. It doesn't move as freely.
Isn't there pivot points or something then though?
There are, but it's just more ball ache than is needed. And if you're fucking about, then say for argument's sake, you want to liquefy it, it'll pull it all in, and it's just a fucking wanker like.
Okay, makes sense.
If you want to liquefy with a masked image, then it'll pull the full masked image, the full image in. Sometimes you don't want that.
Is there like a pre-comp thing that you can do though? Like in After, because I don't know Photoshop. In After Effects, if you wanted it to behave like it had been cropped but still have all the information, you'd pre-comp it, and then you would crush everything that you've done into a single layer, and then you could treat it like it's a new layer. Do you know what I mean?
Right, well, you can do that with smart objects.
So that way, if you were liquefying it, then it would treat it like there's nothing behind it, even though there is in like a separate pre-comp.
Yeah, but see, like the thing is, by doing that, so like you technically rastering it down, yeah, into a flattened image.
You do technically, yeah, because you're using you're pre-comping it, but all the information is still there and inside the comp.
To a point, like so if you use a smart object, yeah, then you've got, say for argument's sake, you put an image and you put a couple of layers of text, but you want to flatten it down into a smart object, you can still go in and individually edit multiple aspects of that. So if you're like, oh look, I want to align that fucking text a little bit differently, then you can just go in and tweak those without fucking about with anything really. But if you go into like a smart object and you want to open a smart object, then it opens up in its own window.
Yeah. It sounds exactly the same as a pre-comp then.
Yeah, so you get much better history. Yeah, so if you want to go back on something that you've done, it's a lot easier to do it through a smart object. Otherwise, you go in like potentially, if you've made a major fuck up and you haven't noticed it, and the only option is to go back, then you're going back potentially fucking 80 fucking steps.
Do you want to know?
Whereas
Go on. No, you finish.
No, that's all I had to say.
Okay. Do you want to know the only reason that I didn't dive into learning Photoshop?
Yeah.
Because the hotkeys are different to After Effects.
You can edit them.
Yeah, but it's annoying, and I don't want
So-
to do that.
So what are the hotkeys in After Effects?
Like G is grab.
Right, okay.
V would be to switch to your no, V is grabbing thing.
V is grabbing Photoshop.
Sorry, I'm thinking about Blender now. V is grab in Photoshop.
Yeah. Well,
Okay, has it always been?
yeah.
V grab. I can't because I've been in Blender and I haven't used After Effects for a while. I've actually forgotten the things. So you had H and G with your
Yeah, V is grab and move.
so
Well,
H and G is so what was H? H is hand, sorry. So if you want to move your whole canvas or whatever, you'd go like it was obviously a comping thing, but like a canvas, you press H and then G would be your mouse your masking tool.
Oh, no, it's different.
W is rotate,
W is one on this.
S for scale.
R for rotate, I think we use.
Yeah.
E for pen.
Yeah, no, so your pen is G in After Effects. If I remember rightly, like I'm going off like I haven't fully used After Effects for years now, but
Yeah, but who we're talking about in the old CS fucking days. This like I think what they've attempted to do now is make like the whole Adobe suite pretty fucking consistent right across the board.
yeah, I haven't used it since it became CC. I haven't used Photoshop since it became CC.
It's well. I was talking to Trav the other day about it, and I'm like, it's well worth buying a fucking. And I remember you saying this because you used to have a fucking subscription, didn't it?
Me,
Yeah, didn't you have a?
I had a student one when I was learning.
Yeah, you had an Adobe.
I had the full cloud. I did.
Yeah, yeah, and it's well worth having because
I'm.
it's all the updates. You've got loads of fucking plugins that you can add into it.
That's the one thing I hate about going the route that I've gone is that the plugin support is a little bit less for Resolve.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't care. Like I for me, it's like the user experience, and Adobe is just shit.
It's not now. It's become so.
I mean, I've used Adobe. I just haven't used Photoshop. I've used Adobe the last couple of years, like, and it's just less reliable for me. And I find Resolve just being that one-stop shop for almost everything. I just find that better for me.
Do you think that's based on familiarity with it though? Because
Well,
it's
no,
like,
because I used Adobe for like 8 years before I switched. I used Premiere like solely for 8 or 9 years, and then maybe the beginning of last year, well, maybe 2019, I tried Resolve, and I was just like, this is so much more better. It crashes less.
then, but see, like the thing is now is what I've found is stuff is much easier to fucking navigate around than it used to be in like fucking.
The fundamentals of it haven't changed at all, though.
Well, no, the fundamentals of it haven't changed.
Yeah, but it's the fundamentals I got a problem with.
Well, all right, so give me an example.
Well, Premiere, like Premiere in general, it just crashes badly a lot, often. I don't.
So like,
I don't like the color controls in Premiere. I think that Resolve just does it way better.
yeah,
It's a little bit like the thing that I hate about. I don't know if I've said this actually, is the floating stuff. You can't float your windows in Resolve, and that's one of the only things that I miss about Premiere and plugin support.
yeah, that's true.
If I could get hold of the After Effects plugins that I like in an OFX format for Resolve, then I would never even think about.
What's the most current version of it? Like, because I mean,
Of
I
what?
can only After Effects.
Well, it's CC now, isn't it? So it comes out annually, isn't it? Isn't it like just CC?
How significantly different is it? Because, like, I mean, Photoshop is significantly different from the old CS days.
There's a massive new tools inside of After Effects, like the roto brush apparently is really good. It's like AI roto tool, which like Photoshop has had for a while. And there's object-aware fill for video, which is fucking mental. But like it can also be done with the neural engine in Fusion. So it's like, I don't know. I would like for me, I just rather One, I want like node based is just better than layer based for everything that I do.
Yeah.
And it's where, like, if I wanted to, I'm not going to, but if I wanted to go the industry way, then it would always be nodes. They do use After Effects, but like they pretty much a compositor in Hollywood or doing Hollywood effects.
How do they
Strictly
differ? Well, what's the difference between nodes and layers?
node based is like it's really hard to describe. So like obviously you're using layers, you put them on top of each other, you decide how they interact.
Yeah.
Whereas nodes is kind of like a node, like it's the same as like a flow. So like a visual flow. There's a start, there's an input, and then there's an output from the node, and then you can go from there. It's like inserting things for After Effects. If I wanted to use the same matte, I would have to duplicate the matte, then set the track matte to something else for a different layer, and then I would end up having the same layer duplicated maybe 6 or 7 times in the
Right,
composition. Whereas with a node, I would just take the output from the same node and plug it somewhere else.
Right. Okay.
And it just becomes like, and there's absolutely no destruction. So if I want to take a blur out, all I have to do is bypass the node.
Right.
So like from a compositing standpoint, nodes is way more powerful.
Okay.
But again, it's hard to describe. Especially like if you picked up node base now and all you've done is After Effects, it's fucking solid. It took me probably 8 months to get to a point where I could think of doing something and actually getting it done inside of Fusion.
Yeah.
But Hollywood uses Nuke, but they're very close to each other, Nuke and Fusion.
From a video editing thing, fucking hell, I've only ever used Vegas because it was just
It's simple.
Simple.
Yeah.
just fucking simple. I never wanted to do like fucking mad shit. That's all I wanted to put was a trolling clip in
Yeah.
and then put my fucking voice over it. That's all I had to do.
Like the other day now, I actually, because when I bought the key for Fusion, I bought this keyboard as well, the Resolve Speed Editor, and I was like, I'm never going to use this fucking thing, but it was cool, and it's got the dial that spins, which makes me feel like a proper editor. And then I filmed something for Eve's Old Man, which was multicam, and this thing, like, you sync all your clips, and and you can literally just paint live by pressing the camera that you want and rolling the wheel, and it paints it onto the timeline live. So in real time, I could do that whole video in one go, without ever my hands leaving the keyboard. I would just get to a point where I think, I should switch to a camera here, press the camera that I want to switch to, and then just roll the fucking wheel until I want it to switch back, and then release. So in multicam things, I'm probably about fucking 80-90% more efficient in Fusion, in Resolve, than I would be in Premiere.
Yeah.
And I just don't like Premiere. I don't know what it is. It feels clunky to me. It doesn't feel streamlined. And considering I used it for so long, the switch to Resolve was really easy for me. But then again, some people there's certain little things that Adobe does really well, and some people can't live without that. I'm just not one of those people.
Oh. I tried to fuck about with GIMP the other day.
GIMP is hard to get. It's really hard. But then again, it's probably just as powerful as...
Yeah, it is.
If you know how to use it, it's probably just as powerful as Photoshop. But it's just the
Familiarity.
yeah, the learning it and getting used to its disabilities.
I think something I can do simple in fucking Photoshop would take me fucking hour in GIMP because I don't know how to use
Because
it.
you don't know it, yeah. And it's the same with every software, I suppose, though, isn't it? Like, I'm trying. Like, the reason I went to Fusion mostly is because I don't want to pay a subscription. That was like one of the big reasons. But I actually like it more than Premiere as well. So like, it's a no-brainer for me. But for some people, like, I know Dwayne, who listens to this, he uses Premiere and the CC, but his work pays for it. Like, if someone was paying for it for me and I was using it, then like, it'd be a different story. Because I still really like using After Effects. I find After Effects easy, but I made the switch to Nodes. One, because I wanted to learn Nodes, because that's where everything is going. Literally everything is going to go that way. Because like, the biggest compositor in the world for Hollywood films is Nuke, which is Nodes. The biggest simulation fucking software for films is Houdini, which is all Nodes. You hardly ever do any actual modelling in Houdini. It's fucking crazy. You just give the computer some parameters and then it does it procedurally. It creates fucking whole cities. If you watch films like pretty much any film that you've seen, an explosion or water is all Houdini. And
Yeah.
they can build like entire cities procedurally, so you don't have to actually model a building. You just give it a fucking couple of doors, couple of windows, and a couple of like set parameters, and it'll randomly generate procedurally. And if you don't like it, you can just fucking change the seed. It's crazy.
Okay.
Because that's nodes. You could never do that in like a layer based style.
No. It's fucking. I love how advanced shit's getting. Like.
Yeah, I feel like if you ever want, if you wanted to stay in the creative realm, you have to learn nodes at some point.
Yeah.
Especially 3D. Like with 3D, like with Blender now, like all your procedural textures are done with the nodes, and I've been really enjoying that. You can fuck about with shit. That's probably what I'm best at the minute, is just playing with like procedural textures and shit. I'm still not very good at that, but
Does it come with a free trial then?
what?
Blender.
Blender is completely open source.
Is it?
Yeah, mate. It's
Yeah.
fucking. It's like, have you seen the film Next Gen on Netflix?
No.
That was made almost entirely with Blender.
Can you get it through? Oh, there we are. I'll get it through fucking. I've already got it.
It's free, mate. You can get it through Steam.
Yeah, I've already got it in my library.
It'll auto update with the thing. Yeah.
Can't remember that. Can't remember having that. Oh.
Like before 2.83, it was a joke. Like it
Oh.
was literally like, this software is so unuser friendly. It was like GIMP. But when 2.83 came out, they hired like I think 2 UI artists that just overhauled the user interface to make it more fucking user friendly. And
Yeah.
since then, I found it way easier to learn.
Look now.
I want to give Unreal a go. I do.
I've got Unreal downloaded.
Well, for
The engine, the game engine.
yeah, but have you signed up for the what are they called?
Metahumans.
Meta-human thing.
Yeah, it's on Quixel now.
Yeah.
It's on Quixel now.
All right. I had to fucking sign up for it.
Have you done it now, have you? I think that's the creator though, isn't it? You still have access to MetaHumans without that.
Oh, I don't know. I've signed up for it. It's all gone through.
Yeah, that's the creator. Like you do your own. That's the one where you can actually create your own MetaHumans. It's just a beta, isn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
they are cool as fuck. They rape your computer if you're on like LOD 0 or LOD 1 though.
Mm.
Actually fuck your computer right up. Did anyone
I
see?
tell you what. Go on. Sorry.
No, go on.
The new Resident Evil.
Have you seen somebody's modded Barney the Dinosaur into it?
Yeah, I've seen
Have
it.
they?
And they've turned that fucking tall bird into fucking Thomas the Tank.
Oh, they do that with all the others, don't they?
So good.
Table, innit?
I'm not even gonna bother fucking buying it. I thought. I just watched a fucking playthrough yesterday.
What, a whole one?
Yeah.
I can't do that, see.
Well, watch other people play it.
Yeah, but it was like no commentary or fuck all. It was just like a straight playthrough. Now, if it's a type of game that's got like multiple options, then I'd like to play it myself. But I don't think that warrants it. It's pretty much just like a fucking an on rails movie.
What,
So I
and
thought-
you've seen it?
Yeah, well, I started watching it through, and I thought, oh, do you know what? I can probably get by with not having to fucking play this. So I just kept fucking watching it, and I thought, well, I don't need to buy it now.
I do that with some games. I did that with, what's that co-op game where you had to get out of prison?
Oh, Way Out.
Yeah, I did that.
Fuck.
Didn't you and Gravy play that?
I didn't play with Gravy, I played with someone else, but yeah, man, I was actually heartbroken at the end.
I
It
don't
was
know.
a hell of a twist.
I don't remember what. Oh, didn't he? Wasn't it one of the?
One of them was a cop, but that's right,
Yeah.
fucking muggy little cunt, and I was the other guy. I wasn't the cop, so I was really betrayed. I was like, "Fuck you, man." Fuck.
Now, yeah, I watched that playthrough, and I've done it with something else as well. Like, do you know? Because I'm not a big gamer anymore. Like, I can't just sit and. The last full campaign I played was fucking Max Payne 3.
You know.
I liked that. That was good.
I enjoyed it. I started playing Red Dead 2, and I was really looking forward to it, and it's flopped for me.
Yeah, a bit boring, I found.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'd watch it. I'd watch that as a TV series, but I wouldn't play it as a game. Like,
Yeah. Do you guys know you got EA Play now with
with Xbox.
your Xbox
Yeah.
Game Pass? Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What's on there then?
It's quite a few things on PC, man. FIFA 21.
I'm not a big fan of FIFA, so I wouldn't play that. But it's got the
You-
battlefields on it as well, is it?
Yeah, yeah.
Did you
Squad
ever
runs,
play
squad runs.
Orwell?
No.
Orwell or Orville? It's a game where you play someone who's part of this agency that's uses like an AI called Orwell to solve crimes, but the whole game is like a simulated desktop.
Keeping an eye on you, is it? Oh well.
Yeah, so like you use fucking CCTV cameras to catch things and
Yeah,
Look-
yes. All right, so it's based on 1984.
yeah. I think so.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah. The whole Big Brother thing, like.
the whole but you're part of like the government agency that's like funded to this massive bombing. I think it is, if I remember. That was a fun game. I wish I played all the way through, but again, do you know, like when if something goes wrong for me, I don't like just keeping on going. I don't like replaying things, and then I put it down.
It's like what Watch Dogs could have been like.
Yeah, well, yeah, there's actually no gameplay in it though. It's all
Yeah.
at your desktop.
Fucking hell. Boys,
That's right.
I'm gonna have to love you and leave you. I gotta fucking shoot off. Sounds
What-
well.
I need a shit as well. Where are you going?
Well, where? I gotta go and pick up fucking my meds from the fucking not the dentist, chemist.
I was
what-
gonna knock it on your head because I've been holding a shit for ages.
One last thing, man. Boys,
Go on.
I had like a 3 a.m. kitchen fucking talk the other day, right?
Go on.
Right, if you could go back to any period in time, right, as a ghost and witness an event, what would you do, right? You can't change the event,
Yeah.
right? So you gotta know the time and date, and you have to be in the right place. So like with JFK, you have to choose where you want to stand doing the shooting. You can miss it, like.
Right.
What would you do?
I would go back. Oh, you can't change. I was gonna say I'd go back to.
You
before
can't
this-
change.
Yeah, I was
You're
gonna say,
ghost, man.
I'd go back to before this podcast started and have a shit. No, I don't know. It would have to be like fucking like Hitler being killed or whatever.
Yeah, it'd have to be a conspiracy, wouldn't it? That's not well documented because you want to find out information, like.
Go to the moon. On the moon
Yeah, and
landing.
see if they actually turned up, like,
Yeah.
yeah. My mate came up with, do you know the girl who drowned herself in a water tank? On top of
Yeah.
the Cecil. He was like, I go watch that, and I was like, but that's a fucking paradox because I bet because she's crazy, she would have fucking seen you, and you caused that death.
Yes.
Because you
Oh,
observed it.
shit.
Yeah, and man, I come up with this whole theory called the observers, right, man? And we're so like crazy as fuck, people can see you, and that's who she ran away from that day. It was you watching to see if she actually killed herself, which then
Mate.
does this.
Why the fucking hell do you keep our loaded until an hour into the podcast, mate?
Well, I don't know, mate. I had it done.
That was a
Like,
good one.
mate, we were on drugs, like, so you know.
Oh,
we were
we-
talking Star Wars versus Star Trek before. It's like
We should definitely revisit that. I like that.
let's
Yes.
do it. Everyone have a little think of what you can do.
Have you seen the film called The Possessors?
I have not. No.
It's on fucking Rakuten TV, and I get free fucking Rakuten with my
Oh, I get that with,
with
my
with Lloyd's,
Samsung.
and
Alright.
it's like an assassin takes the body of another person, takes control of it, possesses them, and then like commits the crime. But like you should watch the trailer. It looks really good. I'm gonna watch that today probably. So that'll be another thing. Like we'll do like a whole fucking supernatural
Yeah, let's do that.
thing next time, man. Yeah, I gotta
Let's
go because
steam
I'm
it.
going to shit myself.
Right.
Thanks very much, guys.
Love you.
Bye bye.